Hi everyone, welcome to the presentation of an exploratory study of analyzing JavaScript online code flows. Nowadays, it is a common practice developers search a code snippet online and use it in their project. They can get a code snippet in many online platforms like Stack Overflow, Quora, Reddit, and GitHub. Now consider Stack Overflow and GitHub. It can happen that developers get a snippet from Stack Overflow and reuse it in their GitHub projects. It can also happen in the other way around. Developers take a snippet from GitHub and paste it in the Stack Overflow. Thus, this practice introduces online code clones. Like traditional code clone, online code clones are harmful, error-prone, propagate bugs, violate licensing, and introduce new vulnerabilities. In this study, we performed an exploratory study to analyze JavaScript online code clones. We are looking for the answer of these three research questions. How much reusable code is present in Stack Overflow? How the online code clone occurred? And how the online code clone appears in these two platforms. For this JavaScript online clone searching, we use Symage, which is an scalable and accurate clone searcher. Initially, it works for Java and Python clone searching. For this study, we developed a JavaScript extension for it. We designed the study into 4 phases. First, we collected all JavaScript accepted answers from Stack Overflow and we crawled top 300 GitHub repositories that are JavaScript. Next, in the second phase, we filter them and remove all the duplicate and validate their syntax. In the third phase, we used Symage to index the GitHub source file and query the Stack Overflow snippet in that index. Symage provides us the clone search report. In the last phase, we take the clone search report and manually classify each clone into one of the 7 online clone patterns category. For instance, GitHub to Stack Overflow to GitHub, or unknown or external direction. We use this web application to validate and classify the clone pairs into 7 patterns. We found that around 70% JavaScript snippets are trivial, not reusable, and around 70% JavaScript snippets are reusable in Stack Overflow. And we found around 12,000 online clone pairs from Symage report. We manually classify only the top 10% of them. We found 140 false positive clone pair and our true positive clone pairs is 1117. The average ratio of clone line in Stack Overflow is 27.11% for these 1117 pairs of clone. Now we classify all these clones into 7 online clone patterns like GS that represents the direction of clone from GitHub to Stack Overflow, and SG represents the Stack Overflow to GitHub. The EX represents the snippet coming from other external sources like tutorial blogs, and UD represents the unknown direction that we cannot find from where the clone appears. And there are some clones that are boilerplate, and some clones appear due to inheritance, and some are false positive clone. We can see that most of the clones appear because of copying from GitHub to Stack Overflow. Only few of them are coming from Stack Overflow to GitHub, and around 20% of them are coming from other external sources. There are some limitations in our study that we are using only Symage, and Symage's JavaScript clone searching accuracy is not evaluated yet, and we only consider the accepted answer, but it can happen that a answer can get a large number of votes but is not accepted. Only 5 students perform the manual classification and it can create human bias. In summary, 70% of JavaScript in Stack Overflow are not reusable, and only 30% JavaScript import in Stack Overflow are reusable. And in our manual study, we found that most of the clone snippet occurs because of copying from Stack Overflow to GitHub. Thank you everyone for listening.